Good morning. Oh, Jesus. Man, I got just the worst case of lord hair going on today. This is after I combed it too. Well, what's going on today? Oh, the ladies who work here are fighting. Yesterday I was the only one on my line, but I actually seemed to manage it pretty well. I'm watching an infographics video about the eyeball serial killer. I feel like any woman should read about serial killers before attempting to raise a child. So the eyeball killer, his mother, well, I mean, like all the usual overbearing stuff, force him to play the piano like 30 minutes before school. And I'm like, all right, already this woman should have read some books on serial killers. But then it's like, and then she teaches him taxidermy, and I'm like, do not motherfucking ever teach a child taxidermy. Don't fucking do it. Don't. Just fucking don't. Don't. Don't teach a child taxidermy. There's a 95% chance they'll be a fucking serial killer. No one needs to know taxidermy. What are people thinking? Teach a kid taxidermy after being an overbearing mother. Guaranteed serial killer. Anyway, the thing that I hate about listening to serial killer stories is this. It always makes me feel bad about myself, because I'm like, this serial killer, he's doing all this stuff. They talk about the stuff he's doing, not the serial killing stuff, just his life. The stuff he's managing to get done. And he's handling the shit. And then he also has time to serial kill and dispose of the bodies and get away with it. And me, I don't even have the fucking energy to fucking go get my goddamn driver's license. Which I've been needing to do for like a fucking year now. It bothers me. But it does make sense too. Because like you don't need to take care of your shit as much if you're not up to no good, right? You don't need to seem normal as a cover if you're not covering anything. So it does make sense, right? That it's like, it doesn't really help me, right? Because, like, I'm not going to go serial killing. If I did, that would give me motive to take care of my life, and I would actually be a much more put-together person. But it's just not worth it, you know? It's not worth the cost of human life just so I can shave and comb my hair, I guess, is what I'm saying. I was thinking, though, in a lot of ways, a serial killer is just more like a person than a person if you look at it from my perspective. Like, what are people like? Well, isn't a serial killer just a magnified version of that? Allow me to explain. Well, a person, they do whatever sick fucking scumbag shit they think they can get away with, and then that gives them the motive to put forth all the effort to do all of the little normal things that will help them escape notice. People who do bad things worry about suspicion falling upon them, and so they have the energy to cover their crimes. Now, it's not usually killing with most people, but it's fucking something. Most people have a motive to act normal because they're up to something. The less stuff that I am up to, the less motive I have to act normal, which is why not that I ever did to begin with. Anyway, so I was like, yeah. People are like, oh, serial killers. It's like, you know, you're basically the same fucking shit. You do realize that, right? I mean, consider this, human. If you do scumbag shit when no one's looking, or you think you can get away with it, and you put forth an effort to seem like a good person and a normal person in your other domains of life, then the only difference between you and a serial killer is that your specific scumbag activity that you like isn't killing. But if it was, then you would be a serial killer. Definitely. And you know that. You should know that. You do the scumbag shit when you think you can get away with it. If the scumbag shit you wanted to do was killing, why do you think you wouldn't do that?